The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't wanna miss it. Don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so online.
Welcome to the Papyrus TV Africa news updates. Senator in trouble for allegedly sponsoring Notorious Bandits to Hajj. Defecting rep should lose seats. Abia PDP urges INEC. ASU warns of nationwide investor shutdown over federal government inaction. SDP deputy governorship candidate resigns weeks before Ondo election. Navy dismisses ex-seaman Abbas Haruna after court-martial. Federal government exempts diesel, cooking gas and others from VAT. Ono defends Tinubu, slams comedian Garko over road project claims. The Department of State Services (DSS) is currently investigating Senator Shehu Buba, representing Bauchi South Senatorial District, for his alleged role in facilitating the registration of notorious bandit Abubakar Idris for this year's Hajj. A security report submitted to President Bola Tinubu claims that the senator, through his senior legislative aide, Yahaya Ibrahim, arranged for Idris to be registered as a pilgrim via the Bauchi State Muslim Pilgrims Welfare Board. The DSS operatives raided the board, recovering Idris's e-passports, while another suspected pilgrim, Zainab Ali Ugado, has already traveled. Idris, who is suspected of involvement in banditry and kidnapping in Zamfara State, was later arrested and remains in DSS custody as investigations continue. Senator Buba, a member of the All Progressive Congress (APC) and serving his first term in the 10th National Assembly, has yet to respond to inquiries about the allegations. His aide Yahaya Ibrahim denied any involvement, claiming he had no connections with the Pilgrim Board or any criminal elements. The incident has raised concerns about the senator's potential ties to criminal networks, sparking a thorough investigation to determine the extent of his involvement. Senator Buba is also the chairman of the Senate Committee on National Security and Intelligence and has been known for his community development efforts, including empowerment programs and infrastructure projects in his constituency. In more recent developments, the Abia State Charter of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) has called on the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to declare the seat of Honorable Chris Nkonta, who represents Ukwa East and West Federal Constituency, vacant following his defection to the All Progressive Congress. Nkonta announced his defection during the House of Rep session on Wednesday. In a statement signed by Jude Ndukwe, media advisor to the Abia PDP Caretaker Committee, the party urged INEC to act in line with Section 62, subsection 1G of the 1999 Constitution, which stipulates that lawmakers who defect without a valid defection in their former party must vacate their seats. The PDP emphasized that the party has no faction, rendering Nkonta's defection illegal and prompting the need for a new election to replace him. Ndukwe reiterated that the party stands that INEC must adhere to the constitutional provisions and conduct a fresh election within the stipulated time frame. Moving on, the Academic Staff Union of Universities (ASU) Nsukka Zone has warned that a nationwide investor strike may be imminent due to the federal government's failure to address pressing issues in the educational sector. Zonal Coordinator Raphael Amokaha, in a statement issued in Makurdi on Wednesday, expressed frustration over the government's neglect of the university system since the suspension of the 2022 strike. He stressed that despite ASU's efforts to maintain peace, continued inaction could force the union to take drastic measures. Amokaha criticized the government's handling of negotiations, particularly their failure to honor a 5-year-old agreement and imposing a unilateral solution during the last strike. He outlined ASU's demands, including the renegotiation of the 2009 FGN and ASU agreements, release of withheld salaries, payments for staff on sabbatical, and fixing issues with the integrated payroll and personnel information system. ASU has also called for increased funding for universities' revitalization and payment of earned academic allowances. The government is responsible for any upcoming strike. Their inaction leaves us no choice, Amokaha warned. In a surprising turn of events, just weeks before Ondo State's gubernatorial election, Mrs. Susan Bemisola Alabi, the deputy governorship candidate of the Social Democratic Party, has resigned from her position and the party. Alabi's resignation was formally announced in a letter addressed to the SDP's governorship candidate Bamidele Akpinboye and national chairman Shehu Musa Gabam, dated October 2nd, 2024. Although Alabi did not specify the reasons behind her sudden exit, she expressed gratitude to the party and its leadership, wishing them well in their future endeavors. Her departure comes at a critical time for the SDP, as the party faces the upcoming gubernatorial election without a deputy candidate. Additionally, the Defense Headquarters has officially confirmed the dismissal of ex-seaman Abbas Haruna from the Nigerian Navy following a military court-martial. Brigadier General Tukur Gusau, Acting Director of Defense Information, disclosed during a press debriefing that Haruna was found guilty of multiple offenses under the Armed Forces Act. Contrary to claims by Haruna's wife of unlawful detention without trial, Gusau clarified that Haruna faced a fair trial between December 2022 and February 2023. Haruna's charges stemmed from an incident during exercise Ayam Akpatuma, where he disrupted the commanding officer's address and resisted arrest, expending 16 rounds of ammunition in the process. The ex-seaman pleaded guilty to all charges and was sentenced to a reduction in rank and dismissal with ignominy. His dismissal was confirmed by the Chief of Naval Staff on September 19, 2024. Gusau affirmed that Haruna had legal representation throughout the proceedings. Furthermore, the federal government has removed value-added tax on a variety of essential energy products, including diesel, liquefied natural gas (LNG), commonly referred to as cooking gas, compressed natural gas (CNG), and electrical vehicles. This move, aimed at reducing the cost of living and promoting a cleaner energy, was announced by Mohammed Manga, Director of Information and Public Relations at the Federal Ministry of Finance, in a statement on Wednesday. According to Manga, the VAT Modification Order 2024, introduced by the Finance Minister Wale Edun, exempts these energy products from VAT. The exemptions cover diesel, feed gas, liquefied petroleum gas, compressed natural gas (CNG), electric vehicles, LNG infrastructure, and clean cooking equipment, Manga noted. He added that the decision reflects the government's commitment to easing the financial burden on Nigerians, boosting energy security, and positioning Nigeria's oil and gas sector as a top investment destination globally. New tax incentives for deep offshore oil and gas production were also announced to attract further investment into the sector. Conclusively, Dr. Joseph Ono, former Southeast campaign spokesman for President Bola Tinubu, strongly criticized comedian Mohammed Jamil, known as Jada Garko, following Garko's accusation that Minister of Works Engineer Dave Umahi has favored the South over the North in road infrastructure development. Ono dismissed Garko as an insignificant, stating that the comedian's comments were ethnically charged and factually incorrect. He emphasized that such uninformed remarks could mislead the public and deepen divisions within Nigeria. Ono defended President Tinubu's administration, stating that road projects have been evenly distributed across Nigeria's geopolitical zones, with more roads constructed in the north than in the south. According to him, out of 2,735 kilometers under the renewed Hope Legacy project, the North accounts for 1,414 kilometers, while the South has 1,321 kilometers. He further highlighted the major ongoing projects in both regions, including a 258-kilometer highway in Kebbi and Sokoto states, and other significant developments in the North. Ono concluded by advising Garko to focus on his craft rather than spreading misinformation about national development efforts.
The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't want